back to Mr. Zencool Plays Bastion. Unfortunately, if you watched my last video, then you had a bit of a technical issue that I did not realize until I was already editing. Basically, I lost all of the narration, my commentary, after about, I don't know, a third of the way through. So that was very unfortunate, unless you absolutely hate my commentary, in which case it was probably a blessing. If you hate my commentary, then why are you watching my Let's Play? So, I apologize about that. Unfortunately, the way Bastion works, there's no real way to go back and play old missions unless you're doing a score attack, which obviously I'm not, because when you go there, it says area cleared. It will not let you go to old places, which is very unfortunate. It sucks, and I mean, I could go back and replay everything else to get to that point and re-record it, but yeah, no, it's not that big of a deal. It's just one episode, and I'm not going to worry too much about it. So, last time we went to the Pith Orchard, got our final building up, which we need to build, looks like. Have I not done that yet?
Kid says hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
Could have sworn. Well, we did get the plushy Pith, which is something I love. Hang on, can I not see it? Oh. Well, I got to talk about it last time, I'm sure. Unfortunately, I don't really remember what I talked about last time, because obviously I don't have my commentary. So, why is it not letting us build the shrine? Oh, because I guess we need one more monument before we can build a shrine. Anyway, because you missed my commentary last time, I will talk about the shrine once we get a core. But, let's see, what else did we do last time? We went to the Soulwood Grove, I believe, and got first place in our shotgun proving ground on the first try. I wasn't really expecting that, but I'm very happy. Let's see, let's pick our weapons. Let's pick, we've been rolling with the sail hammer for a little bit. Let's go with the machete and the musket. And see what, Rux has to say.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
This is a pretty good loadout. I actually like it quite a bit. Shotgun's a little, I'm sorry, the scrap musket, but I'll call it a shotgun because that's what it is. The shotgun has it's a little slower, and it doesn't have single target. It's very crowd control. The musket, or I'm sorry, the machete, because you can throw it, it's a lot easier to take out things like turrets and such. So, let's see where we are with regards to the Lost and Found. Anything I want to buy? No. Okay. Check out the forge, see if we can upgrade anything. Yes, oh, definitely. I can upgrade the musket. I'm going to do that most certainly. Let's see, faster reload or reduced penalty to long-range damage. I'm definitely going to take that, the tactical stock. Well, I don't know. Reload's good. No, I'm going to take this one. See what he has to say.
To master the musket, you got to get rid of the recoil.
Absolutely. And I think that's right. I chose these when I was doing the proving ground, so I'm going to go back to better range, less spread, and reduce penalty long range damage. So we will actually have a little bit better single target long range damage. All else fails, we still have the machete, which we can throw. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's check out, let's see what we got. Still haven't upgraded these enough to make it worth my while. So without further ado, I say we go to the Langston River. See what Rux has to say.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then.
Oh, it's so much worse now. Let's go check it out. It says it was last seen halfway down the riverbank in the shadow of Prosper Bluff. There we go.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably what happened. I suspect he's being poetic. Alright, let's clear all this crap out of here. Okay.
Riverbank swarming with windbags.
I'm getting a little tired of you
They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid.
Their mistakes.
Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
Oh god. Oh, thank you for killing me. I hate these green dudes. These green dudes. Oh, shit. Oh.
The river ain't never been safe for swimming.
In my attempt to escape the horrible white green windbags, I managed to, once again, fall off the edge. You die. Yes, you. And you, because I don't like you. You smell bad. Alright. So let's get the barge going here.
Weepin' Millie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core.
Maybe she does.
Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
I'm actually going to give myself
Or maybe not.
Self-imposed challenge.
Security skiff pulls up port side.
I'm going to try
Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
Scatter that man's ashes. I don't know why, I just feel like doing that. I don't know how successful I'm
Just
going to be.
then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. It takes a hard hit, but he ain't finished.
Alright, screw that. I'm not going to do that. Considering I have already killed him and I've already died myself, so... No, go away. I don't like you. I don't like you.
They try to cut her off.
For some reason, these machetes are just not connected with one of these turrets.
They try to slow her down.
What? What's up, guys?
They try to knock her out.
Don't! Fuck! I hate you. I hate you so much.
Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder.
And I appreciate that, no, thank you.
Try as she might, though. She hits a snag.
No. Oh,
Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
fair enough. More stabweed. You. Hate you all. Burn. Especially the green guys. Oh, nice.
At least she picked a good spot for a break. 'Cause the core's right there.
I'm liking these upgrades.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Kid almost falls again.
Almost falls. No, I'm pretty sure I just straight up fell. Alright, let's go bird hunting.
They've been watching his every move.
Arsenal? Why would I want to change my arsenal? I don't want to change my arsenal, so I'm not going to. Let's just keep going.
They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet.
Usually they don't have an arsenal mid-mission unless there's a weapon that you pick up, so you can change it if you don't like it. So, but the scrap musket is a
He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go.
scrap musket is a great weapon against the peckers.
Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
I never get tired of that because apparently I am still 12 years old. Looks like I got a couple turrets on my side. Thanks.
She's gonna need a little help with all them pickers.
I'm sorry.
Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Alright. Now my self-imposed challenge. Keep these things alive. That'll be much easier. Especially with the shotgun.
Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
No! Stay alive. I do appreciate
Windbags getting even better than here.
it's scary. I don't like you. I don't like you.
They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for
No,
Weepin'
poor
Nellie.
Nelly.
Just gotta make one
make it.
last stop.
You make it. You make it. Oh.
With the last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground.
Thank you, Nellie.
Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites.
That will never get old. I will never stop making dick jokes when it comes to the Peckers. It's just not good.
Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid
Zero.
nearly fell off the bars back there?
3 times! Shenanigans. Another perfect example of kind of a dynamic narration from Rux. Obviously, the less times you almost fall off, the more likely, or the more the narration, which, excuse me, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Alright, so let's just go in this opening in the ground with the Peckers. Okay, I'm so sorry, I'll stop it.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Why indeed. Alright, this part has just beautiful, beautiful music.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
Oh, this guy's on my side. Thank you. Anyway, this has some beautiful music, so I'm probably going to talk less over it. Hopefully my narration's going. Anyway, if not, then I guess we're screwed. But,
the city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
ugh.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Yeah, that green stuff will make you touch fuzzy, get dizzy, or whatever. Yeah. Same thing. Only, I guess, in reverse. Touch dizzy, get fuzzy. Alright.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
This part's honest.
How's it go again?
But I just want to backtrack here too.
Yeah, that's the one.
My favorite tropes, I guess. I know it's a specific trope because I'm a TV trope addict. Is something called the soundtrack dissonance, when you have, like in this case, a significant amount of violence. You know, I'm blasting away with my shotgun and hacking things up with my machete, and then there's this beautiful, you know, lyrical, soundtrack in the background. It's just something about it. Anytime I see it in movies or games, it always touches me. Not that way, shut up, Perps. But just a perfect example. And one of the reasons that Bastion is so wonderful is, you know, I mean, it's a violent game. You know, I'm shooting things and hacking them up, killing. And sometimes the soundtrack just kicks in. Beautiful tracks. It just makes it, I don't know, it really sets the atmosphere. If you're able to, especially over the sound of my talking, really pay attention to the lyrics in the song. Usually I'm not a big lyrical guy. I have difficulty hearing lyrics. plot relevant.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Let's pick up the
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
hide-bound journal. It says, it's a memento, a worn book, handwritten in traditional Ur script. Amid the scrawled notes, the book contains various indecipherable scientific diagrams, drawings, and mathematical formulae. Interesting. However, since it's written in Aura, we can't read it. Alright, now we're gonna talk here.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
We found...
They'll be here before too long.
Alright, if that's not ominous, I don't know what is. Okay, so we found the singer. She has agreed to return to the Bastion with us. So we have found a third survivor, not counting ourselves.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Excuse me. Alright, before we return the core to the monument, let's go see what everybody has to say. Let's actually introduce ourselves to our new person. Her name, Zia. So we got Zia, we got Zolf, we got Rux, our survivors of the Calamity. Let's go talk to Zia.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like
Zia
Zia
is
is.
Urin, but she is, I guess, yeah, stop it.
So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own
That's
journal.
interesting. It's her father's journal. Sorry, I seem to be clicking things when I don't mean to be. Okay. Not much to see out beyond the Bastion. Maybe you'll find something, give her the bronze spyglass, or ask her about it.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
And the Marshal's badge. Do the Marshals ever give you trouble? You seem worried whenever you see this badge.
Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the Marshals stopped that, didn't they?
Alright, sorry about that. I meant to read a little bit more, but I kept accidentally clicking. Alright, Rux, what do you got to say about the journal? Can you read any of this? Do these charts and formulas mean anything to you?
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book. I'd have worked to translate it right away.
So maybe we'll finally get some answers on the Calamity. What do you make of these drawings and diagrams? Is this written in your native tongue?
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Pass along that knowledge, please. Alright, let's put the monument, or the core in the monument.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have
Oh,
believed
really? That
it
means the
either.
game's almost over, right? That's totally what that means. Alright. So, our final building, the Shrine. Plans for a facility whose sacred idols may bring fortune or ruin just need a place to build it. Whether the gods will help or hinder in the wake of the Calamity is anyone's guess. Okay. So I'm sure you guessed just by watching the video, but the Shrine is where you can...
Behold, the Pantheon.
It's It's basically challenges for yourself. Looks like we only have 2 of the challenges open. What this is the Pantheon of Caelondia, 10 gods, and Pith is kind of the primary god, I suppose. You see him a lot on city walls, and of course there's Plushy Pith. And what you do is if you invoke the gods, they change the game in some way. Usually, like, okay, so if we invoke Pith, the god of commotion and order, foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. The wakeful bull, patient yet temperamental, adorns his city walls with his likeness. So, if you look down at the bottom there, it says, plus 10% XP and fragments. So this will make the game a little bit more difficult, but it will also increase the rewards given. I am going to keep Pith open because it's a pretty easy challenge. They're just a little faster, and I'm not too worried about that. Let's see what a Kobe. The goddess of oath and abandon. Bows shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat. No one bound the chastened maid save for herself. Her shackles are her own design. Something interesting to note about the gods of Caelondia is they represent kind of a duality. You see Pith is the god of both commotion and of order. Akobe is the goddess of oath and abandon. So it kind of reflects the fact that, yes, it's making the game more difficult, but it's also giving you greater rewards. So this one I'm actually not going to do, because when enemies die, they basically explode, and you get into melee too often for that to be worth only 10%. So I am not going to do a Kobe. I am going to do Pith. Obviously, as more open up, we will get into those. I don't know what causes them to unlock. I think it is simply, what am I trying to say? Progress through the game. But we'll check in on it every so often. So let's go ahead and get out of here and see if the Lost and Found has anything for us. Yeah, it looks like, oh, here we go. This is how you do it. A couple more gods we can buy, so we'll go ahead and do that since we have a ton of money. Javel and Hinsa. And we will go check out what they do up in the shrine. Okay, so Hinsa, goddess of pain and pleasure. Foes shall strike with greater ferocity. Basically, they'll do more damage when they hit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that, partially because, that's not too bad, and partially, hey, pain and pleasure, right? Am I right, guys? Alright, we're done with that. So, Hinsa. And Javel, god of health and atrophy. Foes shall gain resilience to physical harm. You know what? I'm actually going to just do Javel and take off Hinsa for now. So I'm going to do these two because... Wait a minute. Oh, that's only 5%. Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So this is only 5%. This will give us 10% more. So that's a total of 20. Yeah, that's good. So we'll do that.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections.
Did we get any vigils? I don't think we did. No. Okay. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode of Mr. Zincool Plays Bastion. Hopefully the narration will actually work this time. I probably should have tested it before I did this. Otherwise, it'll be another episode semi-wasted. Doesn't matter, though. We're still having a good time with this. Tune in next time. We will look for our final core. And, spoilers, not the end of the game. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm Mr. Zincool, and I will see you next time on Mr. Zincool Plays Bastion. Thanks for watching.